we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head through.
Lucky that hook didn't score. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. This is not how the story was supposed to go for Amir Khan. Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot, a clean one, and he's out of there.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a... Let's start the 6th. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming up? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are strong. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Froch in trouble. How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your usuals hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, Bob. You know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Oh, Froch seeing cobwebs. Looks like trouble was averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Oh, Froch, we didn't see this coming. And finally, Carl Froch goes down. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. Will this fighter... And there's the bell for round 7. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Oh, and now they're just rubbing it in. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. We hear that old phrase, second wind. You've got to find it somehow.
Back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Nice counter shot. It's all offense all the time. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Froch in that last round. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back.
Good. Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away. You like defense?
Go back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost. Do not worry about it, kid. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it. So let's go out there and let's restart.
Don't be looking for that one shot or anything. Just set him up and
We don't care. We don't care. Go out there. You win this next round.
just make sure you follow through. Don't let him coast through this round.
Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. You got to take that confidence
Down the middle, you can't miss it. Now do it. Stay focused.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
Take away that confidence.
Again, your timing on the right. That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just start working a few body shots in there. Very good.
I guess showboating is part of their plan. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
You'd like to see more jab. Hold that thought. Oh no, Carl Froch got caught. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. But for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Oh, and this is really going to rub them the wrong way. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he's had enough, and he is going to quit. And that will do it. This
victory all in my eyes. Enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up.
So much energy here in the house tonight. We're at Brooklyn Hall. My name is Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here he is, Terrence Crawford, weighing in at 140 pounds. He's 5'7" tall with a reach. Terrence. Saul.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Todd.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. They're both trying for a knockout. Blocks the jab. The crowd is dressed to impress here tonight, and the fighters promise to do the same as we cannot wait for this, our main event.
Todd, I love theatres. For all these reasons, you can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Can they figure out the combination to this sink?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He wasn't ready for that counter punch. Caution is being thrown to the wind. That hook just can't find the target. That jab won't score. He threw a punch and just got countered. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Crawford in trouble. Let's talk about Crawford in that last. Yeah, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? Excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pot you all night long. Rush them.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Counter shot lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Has to be careful for that. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Did you see that? Crawford is dazed. And it appears the onslaught. Oh, wait a minute. Crawford's legs are all over the place. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. A match made in heaven.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Perfect counter shot. The jab slightly off target. Nice slip to avoid the jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's on to the 4th we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they do? What are they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
And he scores with the counter. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything to them.
Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. A big, heavy blow, and Saul is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe, or do they play defense here?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in a sec.
Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. See how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Terence Crawford just got rocked. The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at that. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Oh, do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. This is the beginning of round 6. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter. It's like a lamb to the slaughter.
Swinging and miss with the hook. Both men step back for just a moment. Whoa, wait a minute! Crawford is dazed! And down goes Crawford! Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put him down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knock. Round 7, here we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
You'd like to see more jabs. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let them...
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Terence Crawford just got rocked. Crawford got hit hard, and down he goes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it.
Oh no.